Welcome back to the Lymphoma and Related Diseases Registry. Today, I'm very honored to have Dr. Diva Baggio next to me. Hi, Diva.
Hi, Eliza.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. It's good to be here at Blood.
Can you tell us about yourself?
Sure. So I'm a final year clinical and laboratory haematology trainee. I'm currently working at Peter MacCallum Cancer Centre. I've been fortunate to be included in a lot of studies in collaboration with the LaRDR, so grateful to be invited to have a chat with you here today. And within haematology, my main interest is in lymphoma, and I also have a passion for mathematics, and I'm currently completing a Master of Biostatistics.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I know that you've done ibrutinib studies and T-cell projects with us. Can you tell us about these studies?
Sure. The main studies that I've collaborated on so far with the LaRDR have been looking at the use of ibrutinib in relapsed refractory CLL and mantle cell lymphoma. I think the LaRDR has many strengths, including its multi-site nature as well as its enrolment of patients. And so we were able to leverage these strengths to perform these studies, drilling down on the real-world experiences. Both of these studies were presented in Blood 2 years ago in 2021, and the mantle cell lymphoma study has also been published as of last year. And a little bit more detail about this study, we were able to identify 44 patients within the LaRDR database who had been treated with ibrutinib in the relapsed refractory setting. And we compared the baseline characteristics and the outcomes of these patients to clinical trials in the same settings. What we found was that about 40% of the LaRDR patients actually wouldn't have met inclusion criteria in these phase 2 and 3 trials. And additionally, their progression-free survival and overall survival outcomes were poorer than the clinical trial comparators. And we hypothesized that this might be due to a number of reasons, including competing risks, but also potentially due to increased toxicity or decreased efficacy in the real-world setting. And I think that this is important to highlight because it really emphasizes one of the difficulties we often have in clinical practice of extrapolating clinical trial data to the patients in front of us, especially when they would not have met the eligibility criteria for many of the clinical trials. The CLL study is also currently under peer review, and so hopefully the results of that will be out shortly.
Yeah. And have you presented the T-cell project overseas?
Yes. One of the great opportunities I had, again, as part of my collaboration with the LaRDR, was to be able to present at an international conference an oral abstract looking at the epidemiology of T-cell lymphomas in Australia based on data from the LaRDR.
So how did this experience add value to your lymphoma and hematology training?
So I suppose I'm interested in an academic career in haematology, but I am still very early on that pathway. The LaRDR has really given me unparalleled experiences and opportunities to get involved hands-on in research. And this has included developing my skills, not only, I guess, in performing statistical analyses, but also in understanding some of the strengths as well as the limitations of registry data. And as we've discussed, honing my oral and written presentation skills. Additionally, I think the LaRDR gives access not just to a wide wealth of data, but also a large network of mentors and collaborators. And in particular, it's been great to work with people such as yourself, as well as our data manager, Cameron Wellard, who, as you know, I often come to for advice. And Cam's even helped me at some stages give me pointers on my statistics degree. And these are sort of connections and collaborations that I would not have been able to make just from my routine day-to-day clinical work.
Are there any advice you want to give other early career researchers?
Definitely. So I think reflecting on my own experiences, if you are interested in a career in academic haematology, you do need to continue to work on your research skills and research portfolio, and recognize that these skills are not things that you can experience by simply being involved in your training curriculum in your hospital as part of your clinical registrar work. These skills include critically appraising the evidence, performing a literature review, trying to find gaps in knowledge, understand the limitations of your data, perform basic stats, and then finally synthesize all of that understanding to generate an oral or a written report. I think if you've got any ideas or if you think that you're interested, it would be great to reach out to contact the LaRDR with an inquiry or a project proposal if you do have one.
That is all very good advice. Thank you so much, Diva.
Thanks so much, Eliza.
Thanks. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.